Good morning, grade 7s. I want to talk to you about the subject and predicate in a sentence this morning. You had a little bit of homework to do on page 77, number 1A to E, so you have a little bit of an idea of what we're going to talk about. Please go get your platinum books now, get them open on the right page, and get your answers ready, those that you wrote down already. Pause the video, and then you come back to me in a few seconds. Right, I assume you are ready now, and we can carry on with our lesson. Now, when you get any given sentence, the first thing you need to know is where the verb is. Doesn't matter what you do with any given sentence, you need to find out what is the verb in that sentence. Basically, every exercise that has something to do with a sentence starts with a question, where's the verb? What's the verb? What's being done here? What is this person doing? Now, if I have a sentence like, the teacher reads a book. Reads is the verb. Once you find the verb, you're halfway there. Doesn't matter what the question would be. In this instance, in activity 6 on page 77, we want to know about the predicate and the subject. Now, we've now found the verb in that given sentence. Let's say the sentence was, the teacher reads a book. We've said reads is the verb. So, whatever comes before reads, whoever did the reading, that person or that entity or that thing is called the subject. So in this instance, the teacher is your subject. The teacher is the one who did the reading. So the teacher, that part of the sentence is your subject. Right. Now we need to find out about the predicate. The predicate is when you ask the question, what is the rest of the sentence? What happened after this? What is this being done to? Or where did this take place? The rest of the sentence in this case would be a book. The teacher read a book. It could be the teacher read a few books and a magazine. We would then say read is the verb. So what comes before the verb is your subject, the teacher. And the verb plus whatever comes after it is called your predicate. So the predicate here in the teacher read a book would be read a book. Your predicate includes the verb. Let's go to your exercise at the bottom of page 77. Remember, we look for three things. We find the verb first, then we know what comes before it is the subject. Whoever did this action is the subject, and we know that the verb plus whatever follows would be called the predicate. You did the exercise on page 77. Let's go through them quickly. Number 1, they say, copy the sentences in your exercise book, underline the subject, and circle the predicate. This is fairly straightforward, people. This is not a difficult thing to do. I want to take a look at 1A. People all over the world celebrate Mandela Day. Now, I think you'd agree with me that celebrate is obviously the verb there. Celebrate is the verb, which means whoever is doing the celebrating, whatever comes before celebrate in that sentence, is your subject. In this sentence would be people all over the world. So that whole part of the sentence, people all over the world, is your subject. And then celebrate Mandela Day. That would all be your predicate. I want to go to question 1C. The protesters carried placards that said, down with dumping. Right, the first important verb that we find there would be carried. Okay? The protesters are obviously the subject here. They are the ones doing the action. They are the ones carrying the posters and doing the talking here. So whatever comes after carried included, would be called your predicate. I'm going to do a last one for you quickly. E, the community, 1E on page 77 still. The community needs a safe park for its children. The verb here is needs. Someone needs something. Needs is the verb here. So hold on to needs. Whatever comes before needs, who's ever doing the needing here, that would be your subject. In this sentence, the community needs something. So the community is your subject. Needs a safe park for its children would be your predicate. I hope you understand this. Try a few more exercises. Write down your own sentences. Make up your own sentences and ask yourself, what part of my sentence here would be the subject? What part of it, including the verb, would be the predicate? Have a good day.